Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Pokemon Charizard. So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Pokemon Charizard. So let's get into it right away and start off with the packaging. So we do get a much larger box compared to other SH Figuarts figures. On the front of it, we get a very nice image of the Charizard figure. It says SH Figuarts in large letters and in smaller letters. And over here on the bottom right says Tamashii Nations and Bandai. And then the bottom of it is the barcode and blah 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 stuff that nobody cares about. Then we do get a very nice image of the figure there, looking pretty awesome. And then here's the top of the box with another cool image of Charizard. That looks really cool. And then here's the one side of the box. Looking pretty nice. And then the other side, I love all the flame effects they included with this figure. That looks great. And then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at Charizard. Alrighty, taking a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations really did an awesome job with this figure. And I'm not a Pokemon fan, I don't collect anything Pokemon, I never even watched the show really, I maybe saw like 2 episodes or something, so I don't really know anything about it, but this figure seriously looks dope. I think Tamashii Nations really did a great job with this Charizard. The head sculpt does look awesome, we have his horns back there, looking pretty cool, nice sculpt work going down to his snout. Nice paintwork on the eyes. Same with the other one there. So pretty cool looking. And then his nostrils right there, the holes are sculpted and painted on there. So nice job on that. And something that's really cool about this, you can open his mouth and they really did some very nice sculpting and paintwork on his tongue and the inside of his mouth and on his teeth as well. So very cool looking. I do like that option. And it kind of reminds me of like a Godzilla figure. So it's a badass figure. The wings do look dope. I love the paint shading on the blue. I mean, that looks beautiful. They really did an excellent job with the paint shading. Very, very nice work with that. They even painted the joints right there blue, so pretty cool. Arms look good. They are articulated in a bunch of spots. We'll get into that shortly. The claws look cool. His fingernails, claws, whatever you want to call them. Nice clean paintwork with the white. Now this is where the paint gets a little sloppy. So as you can see, the yellow where it meets the orange, it is a sculpted line right there, and a lot of the orange is bleeding onto the yellow, so that kind of sucks. I mean, Tamashii Nations needs to be a little more careful when 2 different colors meet. You don't want any paint bleeding or anything like that. So I know if it was a figure I was collecting and that happened on one of them, I would be a little disappointed with it. So just wanted to point that out to you. We do get some nice paint shading on the knees. There's only some paint shading on the orange in certain spots. I'll show you on the back of the wings. Well, I'll show you right now. As you can see, there's a little bit there as well. But that's really it for the paint shading on the orange. Legs look pretty good. Nice sculpt and paintwork on the toenails or the claws down there. And when you got him posed, you're not really going to get his legs in too many different types of poses. Like, they're really going to stay like that the whole time. Kind of like Godzilla figures. And then the bottom of them do look pretty cool, nice paintwork. They did paint the bottom of the claws as well, so nice job on that. And another thing I noticed, there's some orange paint there, and then some black paint. It's like, come on, Tamashii Nations. The money you're paying for these figures, don't give us figures with sloppy paintwork. That's not right. And the back of the wings here, looking pretty cool, nice sculpt work on them. It is articulated in 3 different spots. It's the back of the figure. And then we get his tail, which is articulated in 10 spots. Like I said, it reminds me of a Godzilla figure. But where the yellow meets the orange again, we get a little more sloppy paintwork, like right around there. It looks like a tiny bit there, and then over there as well. The rest of it looks good, though. And the other side, a little bit, as you see the yellow bleeding onto the orange, then a little bit there, then a tiny bit there, and the rest looks pretty good. My favorite part about this Charizard is the fire on his tail. I believe that's what it is, because that's what it looks like. But I love that yellow translucent plastic and then the red as well. That looks dope. That is such a cool thing on the figure. I love the way that fire looks. I mean, that looks awesome. That's probably my favorite thing about this figure, his wings, and I do like the head sculpt as well. I mean, overall, I think Tamashii Nations really did a very nice job with this Charizard. And if you're a big Pokemon fan or a Charizard fan, I do highly recommend you getting this figure because it's just awesome and it's going to look great on your display. But anyway, let's continue on. Moving on to the accessories, we get a bunch of cool things included with Charizard. So we do get a stand with a bunch of pieces, and then we do get like a little background piece, which is supposed to be the Earth, because I guess Charizard flies over the Earth out in space and stuff. I really don't know at all, but that's what I'm guessing. And it's just made of a piece of cardboard. So we do get that, and the way you set that up with Charizard is you take the base with all the pieces. You have these two pieces here, which is what holds up Charizard, and the way you get this on Charizard, well, you gotta peg that into the arm there. And this piece goes right under in between his wings, so it holds him up like that. So that's how you use that piece. And then we get this piece here, which holds up that background Earth piece, and you peg that in. And just peg it into the stand here, like so. And then you take the Earth piece, and just slide that right in there. Let's move the camera up a tiny bit. And then you take this piece that holds up Charizard, peg that in to the base, and then bend it whichever way. And then you take Charizard here, and you just slide the piece up under his wings. And it kind of gives it a look like he's flying over the Earth, which is pretty cool looking. I see what they were trying to do. I mean, his tail does get in the way a little bit, but you can maneuver it around to get him on the piece right here. But pretty cool display option that they gave you with Charizard. So we do get that stuff. And then we also get 5 different flame effects. So we do get this one here that goes in Charizard's mouth. And I love the sculpt work of these. And I love the translucent plastic, how it's red and then blends into an orange and then a yellow. I think that looks really cool. So that's the one that goes in his mouth. And this is the top and that's the bottom. You can tell the bottom teeth. We do get like peg holes for the bottom teeth, so it would go like this in his mouth. So we do get that. And then we do get 2 larger ones here, and I love the sculpt work on these and the paint again. Very, very cool looking. And then we do get holes in them, because these 2 go right here on his wings. I'll show you how to put them on in a second. So we get those. And then finally we get the ones that are kind of like the large ones, but a little bit smaller. And these go like more in the middle of his wings. And very nice translucent plastic. I like how the red blends to orange and then into yellow again. The only issue with these is, as you can see, it's a little bit wider with that. And then this one's more tight. So it's harder to get this one on his wings compared to that one. So that is an issue I have with the figure. So let's put these on and let me show you how they work. So you take the longer parts and they go on top. So let's get Charizard over here. Alright, that's the one that's easier to get on. So that goes on just like that. And then this one I always have trouble getting on because it's much tighter. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So that's how those 2 go. And then you take the larger ones here. And then you just see how it just goes right in. So that one goes in like that. And then this one's a little bit wider, like the end of it, compared to that one. So I have trouble getting the other one on this side. I can't fully get it on, but it goes on a little bit. So that's how you get those on. And then you take the one that goes in his mouth. Remember the peg holes for his teeth are on the bottom one. So you get that in, have him bite down. And then there you go. That looks dope. Very, very cool accessories for this Charizard. But anyway, that is all the accessories included with the Dragon Charizard. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. Now for the length and the height of Charizard from head to tail, he's around 11 inches long. Now for the height of Charizard, he's around 4.5 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the variable action heroes Monkey D. Luffy and the SH Figuarts Sage Mode Naruto. And then here he is compared to the Mafex Dawn of Justice Batman and the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark III. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Awakened Warrior Super Saiyan Goku and the Mezco 112 Collective Shadowland Daredevil. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now for the articulation, we do get 3 points at the neck. So Charizard, the top joint, he could look up about that much, and then down about that much, and then we do get swivel there. Now the jaw is on a hinge, so we can almost go down all the way 90 degrees, so that's good. The middle joint is connected with a ball joint, so it can go side to side, forward and back, and swivel. The lower neck joint is also on a ball joint, so it can go back and forth a real good amount. Very nice pivot with that one, and it also swivels. So with all the joints, Charizard can look all the way up, and then he can look all the way down. So very, very nice movement with those 3 neck joints. Now for the arms here, they are connected with ball joints, so you can swivel them and you can move them all around. Then we do get a bicep swivel there, a single bend at the elbow that bends in a little more than 90 degrees, so that is definitely good for the size of his arms. And then it does swivel where the elbow joint is connected to the forearm and where it connects into the bicep. Now for the hand here, it's on a ball joint, so you can swivel it and you can move it around a little bit. So nice movement with the tiny arms. Now for the legs, they're connected with ball joints, so they can go back and forth, up and down, and you can swivel them, so you can just move them all around. So you get some pretty good movement where that thick leg connects into the body. Then we do get a point of articulation right under the knee. It could go side to side, forward and back, and slightly swivel. Now for the foot, it's also on a ball joint, so is that one. It can swivel, it can hinge up, down, and then pivot, and you can move it all around since it's on a ball joint. Now for the wings here, they are connected with ball joints, so they can go side to side, up and down, and you can swivel them. So you get very nice movement where the wing connects into the back there. And then we do have a hinge here, so you can hinge it back and forth. And then we get a hinge up here, so you can move that back and forth. But you do get very nice movement with the wings. As you can see, they can go all the way back, and they could fold pretty much all the way down. So you do get nice articulation with the wings. Now for the tail, pretty much same exact thing you get with Godzilla, and it is connected all with ball joints, and you get 9 points of articulation. So you get the top one up there, it moves around a little bit, and you get this one here, and then there's 3, and then that's 4, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, and you can get his tail in all types of poses, to the one side, or back all the way to the other side, or you can have his tail up, or you can have it like laying on the ground. Just watch out, some of them you can see a little bit of a gap, so you just got to articulate everything right to hide the gap there. But you get some very nice movement with this Charizard, especially for it being like a dragon. It's, like I said, it's very similar to Godzilla, SH Monster Arts articulation, so you're going to get some very nice movement with this Charizard, and I think any Pokemon fan would be happy with it. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Pokemon Charizard. Hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to know the price and where to buy one, you could head over to agelessgeeks.com, because he does have them in stock right now. I will put more information in the description below. And if you would like to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. So we do get a very large box for the we do get a large box for the figure. There's and then there's the bottom of it with the barcode and blah 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 stuff that nobody cares about. And then we do get then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of then the back of the packaging shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into, along with some of his accessories. Damn. So we do get a stand with a bunch of pieces. I'll show you how so we do get a stand. I'll show you how to put that together. 5 different flame effects. So we do get this one here. What? So what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today?